Hey there, it's Walter here, and I want to talk about trading and marriage. Now, you probably, if you're married, probably know that you went into that relationship knowing that there's certain things that are acceptable and that you think that's okay if the other person does that. And there are certain things that are not. And with trading, it's the same way, except sometimes as traders we forget to consider that some things are going to be unacceptable and some things will be acceptable. Now, what we're looking at here is a Monte Carlo spreadsheet. If you don't know what they are, basically what you do is you plug in your data, your starting balance. In this case, we put this account size, which is $1,000. Very good reason for that, because that's the size of the account in the small account big profits course that we're going to ramp up from 1,000 to 100,000. Reward risk ratio is 2.2, so risking $1 to make $2.20. Win rate's 38%. No break-even trades. All this stuff over here doesn't really matter. What it tells you here is we say that the $1,000 account ended up at 291,000 at the end of this, over 2,000 trades. It actually peaked at 347 million, which means it's in a pretty bad drawdown at the moment. And beyond that, the real important number here is this one. It says $327.24. What that means is that it lost $600.72 and 76 cents or something like that. And that's what happened. You can see here, the first trade is actually right here. And then, of course, the 50th trade is down here. And you can see that it lost money in the beginning. First, lost quite a bit. And it got all the way down to $327. I don't know where exactly that the trough is. Somewhere around here. Anyway, and then it gets lucky and starts to slowly make money. But you'll notice that we're actually all the way down here, 200 trades in, and we still haven't got back up above that $1,000 mark where we started. And there's a trough right there. 427. There's another trough. So now we're over 1,000. Now we're up to 13, 19. Do we hit 2? Yes. Do we hit 10? 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. There it is. Now once we get from 10 to 40, 35, 40, that's a pretty significant jump too, which happens right here. 35, 40. And then from there, it should hit 100,000 fairly quick order from 40 grand. And it does, I think. There it is. So it hits it right there. So the reason why I bring this up is that if you don't know what to expect or what is possible by running through these Monte Carlo spreadsheets or Monte Carlo tools, there's lots of them out there. We have them in the Small Accounts Big Profits course. If you click the link or go to bigprofitscourse.com, you can get more information about it. But basically, we know that there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that could happen, and we have to be prepared for all of them, basically. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know that there are different things that could happen. And it's the same thing in a marriage. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, but you have sort of an idea of, if this happens, I'm not cool with that. If that happens, that's cool, And it depends on the individual relationship. Now, if you don't know what your trading system is likely to do or what it is capable of doing, you can use this tool here. I'll put the link in below this video. This is the drawdown calculator, and the video here will walk you through it, show you how to do it. But basically, you need to put in your win rate, your reward risk ratio, the amount of risk you're going to put on each trade. Usually that's around 1 or 2% in most cases for most people. And then I would encourage you to put in 10,000 under the number of trades. So let's just use that example there of the 38% win rate one that I was just showing you. He had a 2.2 reward risk ratio, and we're going to risk 3% because we're pretty aggressive. And then my question is, am I going to have a drawdown of 50%? And what this is going to do is it's going to calculate the probability of that. And you can see the answer is yes. If these are your statistics, then you will have a 50% drawdown. I mean, it's almost certain. And so even if you don't have the Monte Carlo spreadsheet, at least go to this page, go walk through the video. It'll show you what to do, and then plug your numbers in. Now, if you don't have your numbers, that means you're probably going to want to do something like, use a simulator like Forex Tester or something where you can uh, figure out what your average win rate is and your reward risk ratio and all that for your strategy. We kind of encourage traders to do that before they ever start trading. So you wouldn't actually take a trade until you know what your win rate is, what your average loss is, average winner, um, and what kind of drawdowns are you going to have. And this will give you a really good flavor for that, because you can say to yourself, I don't want to have for example, 30% drawdown. That's my max. So what you can do is you can set this up so that that's unlikely. So in this case, I have a 1 in 3 chance, roughly, of a 30% drawdown. So what I'm going to have to do is risk less. So I've risked 0.75%. I get that down around 5%. But even now, I might say, well, what about a 0.5%? What if I risk a 0.5%? And then now you can see I've got it at 0 or 99.9% likelihood of avoiding my catastrophic 30% drawdown level. So there you have it. I hope that this helps. I wish you happy trading. If you want to join us at Small Account Big Profits, you can click the link below this video. Otherwise, we'll see you in another video. See ya. Bye.